All right, everybody, wake up, get out of bed. It's coffee chat time. Welcome Sunday morning. I'm Bob. Sue's heading off to the side. This is Lucky Dog's morning coffee chat.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Hey, Google. Good morning.
Hi, Lucky Dog. The time is 8 a.m. Currently in DeLand it's 61 and mostly sunny. Today, it'll be sunny, with a forecasted high of 86 and a low of 63. By the way, you need to set out trash tomorrow. Have a nice day.
She's already bugging me to set out the trash, and this, I don't have to do that till tomorrow. She gets to be a little bit bossy at times. Hey, good morning, Ron. I see you're up. I thought I'd start a new thing, holler at everybody and tell them to get up. It's coffee chat time. Thought that'd be kind of fun. All right. It's just a little bit of an overcast, but they say that's blowing away. We've got really nice weather in the forecast coming up all week. Ron said 15-mile-an-hour winds today. Don't it always figure? I don't think we're going to have too much. Yesterday wasn't bad, just a light breeze on it. Stupid winds are not your friend when you're flying RC. We had a lot of fun yesterday out flying. I did some. I just posted a daily vlog. Check out the huge airplane crash. So that was a fun one. But I did just kind of a collage of what we were doing yesterday out flying and that. Today we're gonna go over to the DeLand Club. They're having model airplane pylon races. Claim they do over 200 mile an hour, and so that should be fun. So we're going to check that out. I've never seen a pylon race, a model airplane pylon race, so this will be something new. So I think Todd's going to come over. He's going to ride his motorcycle over and meet us over there. So that's today's adventure. A lot of times we'll go out and fly. Hey, good morning, Denny. He says it's calm and 86 today. Yeah, isn't that great? This time of year, the weather is just, I mean, it's great. That you can't beat the weather on it. Hey, something? I know some people like to camp in the snow. Well, Ron said he got out yesterday with his Nano and my other plane, had fun. Yeah, we have a good time flying. Have you ever camped in the snow? Check this out. There's people out there that will go out in the snow and camp, and they wake up in the morning. This is what their camper looks like. It's like, that's not for me. Here's another one. This guy here, he is really snowed in. Oh my gosh. I would stay at home in my nice comfy home with the heat running before I'd camp in snow like that. I don't even want to be in snow like that.
That's probably up at that Chiquamanon up in the UP, Upper Peninsula, when they would camping up there.
Up in Michigan.
Yeah.
Looks like they got like 4 feet of snow. I don't know. That's something that I would not enjoy. I saw those pictures there. I thought I'd put them up and talk a little bit. Back to RC.
Yes. They said it snowed this morning. Light snow this morning.
Up in Ohio. Oh my gosh, light snow. Can you believe that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're almost to May.
Mm-hmm.
It's craziness. The weather this year just will not stop. It's been nice here. No complaints. Yesterday was absolutely gorgeous. Couldn't complain a bit on it. I was telling you. Yesterday we had one guy. He brought out a brand new drone that he got. I think it's called a Chroma. I think it's made by Horizon. I think makes so. I had one similar to that and had something similar happen. But what happened to his? He was checking it all out and he flew it and it was looking good. And we were watching it and all of a sudden it just dropped straight down. Motor stopped running. It's like, oh my gosh, what happened? Well, I had one kind of similar to his, same brand and everything, and it did the same thing. But what happened to mine, once it got down, I investigate what was going on, where the connection plugs into the battery. It was melted, like the solder was melted out, like it got hot. somewhere along the line there must have been some resistance that plug got hot and it just lost connection and it just dropped straight down. And I was able to fix it up on a different chassis and that. But what happened to his, we investigated. His battery was a little different than mine. It's kind of like the Phantom. Is familiar with the Phantom. It slides in and then you push it in and it clicks into place. Well, his was not all the way clicked in. And what happened, it had connection, and through just a little bit of vibration, it vibrated out, lost connection, bam, and down it went, and did quite a bit of damage. He's got to put a whole new shell on it, but it was a shame, brand new drone that he was playing with. Then he says temperature at 6 a.m. was 30 up there. Oh my gosh. Hey Google, what's the temperature in Worcester, Ohio?
The temperature in Worcester right now is 33.
Oh man, 33 degrees right now. Isn't that terrible? It's like, man, that's too cold. Hey, we got some guys here at Flying Field normally go back up. My one friend Jerry, he's up in New York, and he's not going back till at least June, he said, because it's too damn cold up there. So he's gonna stay here. You know, he says, I'm not putting up with that. You know, so can't blame him in a bit. You know, hey, we ain't got a joke yet. Hey Google, tell us a joke.
Why are fish easy to weigh? Because they have their own scales.
Oh, built in.
They carry their scales with them.
Yeah, built-in scales. You know, that's pretty cool. Hey, I don't know if any of you guys remember, I know probably Denny does, Ron does, the blizzard of '78 in Ohio. You remember that? I was lived in a mobile home up above Madisonburg, and what happened with that was it rained real hard, and then the temperature plummeted, and I had a piece of crap Mustang, one of those, it was a '74, one of those little Mustangs. Those things were junk. But it froze solid. The wheels were in the ice, and it would not move. I mean, it was frozen to the ground. The only way you could get it to move, if it was lucky enough to start, is to take a little axe and chip all the ice away from the wheels. But you couldn't go nowhere. The snow was drifting so much. Literally, you've seen areas where the telephone poles, you'd see a foot of the pole sticking out of the ground, out of the snow. That's how much snow there was up there, and I mean it was crazy the amount of snow that we had up there that year. I forget what month. You remember what month that was, Sue?
January.
It was in January, and we had some
No,
bad.
it was February.
Was it February?
February.
And I didn't get out of my house. I didn't have no food. When I was pretty young then.
Sure.
I didn't keep up on food much, but I didn't. It's finally somebody in a Jeep brought some food back. You know, it was crazy. Then he says Chad and his friend are in the Blue Ridge Mountains on a 3-day motorcycle ride to Asheville, North Carolina. I just watched a video of the Blue Ridge, and it'd be a great place to ride motorcycle in Asheville. There's some interesting. Asheville looks like an interesting town. Trouble is, I don't like mountains, and it's up in the mountains, but it looks like a cool. One guy did a video, traveling with Robert, or it's called. He actually showed inside of the Biltmore, and which you're not supposed to take pictures, but he kind of stuck his cell phone in and got some videos inside of it, and interesting tour of it. So he showed it to me. Now I don't have to go, so I saw it. So, but yeah, that's. The Blue Ridge is up in there. It'd be a beautiful place to ride motorcycle. Nice sweeping turns and stuff, you know. So that would be fun. I don't think I'd want to haul my RV down it. It's a little narrow. But then he says I got stuck in Orville. Yeah, I think about everybody was stuck somewhere. My friend Bud, he happened. I don't remember how he ended up. He was at my place and he stayed there, and then. Finally, he took off walking home, and some guy on a tractor picked him up because he couldn't stand it. We didn't have no food. Yeah.
It was the end of January of '78 in Ohio.
End of January?
Mm-hmm. And then the one in '77 was February.
So Ron said he had to travel home from work in that. It was a pretty mess, you know. That was quite a blizzard. Probably and I talked about this last year. If you look at some of my videos from Hurricane Irma coming in, and I was talking to the worst weather disaster that I have ever been into wasn't the hurricanes. Even Irma hit us hard. We took about 120-mile-an-hour winds with Irma, but that wasn't the worst disaster. It was the blizzard of '78. I mean, it was nasty. It was cold. These hurricanes, it's not cold, and they do make a mess. But that was probably the worst disaster I remember. That and July 4th flood, 1969. That was the other one. Hey, we're dating ourselves, but I wanted to show you something. I did a little thing on how much stuff cost in 1960, and you know, it's quite a different there. So I got a little chart here, and so in 1960, a new house cost $12,700, and by 1969, same house was $15,500. Now what is it today? 100,000, 200,000.
Was that houses?
Yeah, this was a house. The average income 1960 was $5,315, and then up by 1969 though it was $8,540, and I always made it the bottom end. You know, I think minimum wage was like $1.25. Well, it says right here, minimum wage $1.25. When I was working full time on my own, I think I made $1.60 an hour. I was the assistant manager of the Big Plus store in Millersburg, and that's what the assistant manager got, $1.60 an hour. But the regular workers got $1.60 an hour too. Oh, then he said he partied in the July 4th flood. I don't know what. Oh, we was out in the farm. I remember milking cows. They were building Lake Wapison back then, and the Lake Wapison was just dug out. There was no water in it, and the day before, and overnight Lake Wapison filled full of water, and it's still full of water today. That's the night that Wapison appeared. So I remember that because that's where I lived, right out there. So 1960, oranges were 68 cents, or no, 89 cents for 2 dozen. Now, if anybody wants to come down and get oranges, they lay on the ground and rot. I'll give you all you want. A gallon of milk was 95 cents. A ticket to go to the movie was $1. You can still go, and don't they have a dollar theaters yet?
Dollar theaters, yeah.
So that's amazing. All those years later, you can still get a movie for $1.
Usually it's 10 or 15 bucks. But,
Yeah,
you know,
it's like
but they sell dollar theaters.
today. There's not many movies worth watching, so they ain't even worth $1. You know, dozen eggs was 53 cents. Ketchup 22 cents, and a Hershey bar you can get for a nickel, and they were big ones. You know, today you get a candy bar, these tiny little candy bars. You know, a pound of sirloin steak for 85 cents. I'll put that on the grill today. And a 6-pack of Pepsi. I didn't drink Pepsi or Coke, but it was 59 cents. Shaving cream. I never used shaving cream. I always used electric razor, but it was 59 cents. Then you could spray up your hair. Hairspray was 47 cents. Now look at this. You can get a 6-pack of beer for 99 cents. We got a single can last week, and it was $3 and something, wasn't it?
$2.59. One
Was
was
it
$3.29.
$3.29. So
That's good beer.
But I mean, yeah, this good. This 99-cent beer was
That
what
was
I
probably,
call water.
Schlitz malt liquor.
Yeah, that real crappy beer. But hey, you know, guys like beer. That's what they would drink. You know, loaf of bread was 20 cents. Now I remember going to Burger Chef for 20 cents getting a hamburger. You remember that? But we used to go to McDonald's to get the fries because the fries was better at McDonald's than they were at Burger Chef. So, ice cream 79 cents for a half gallon, and Jello's was a 35 cents for a 4-pack, and then peanut butter 79 cents. Dogs like that. Sugar was 38 cents for 5 pounds, and bacon, the most important food group there is, was 79 cents a pound. I'd buy like 20 pounds of that if I could get it for that.
More bacon.
More bacon. Bacon is the best. It's in the top food group. So if you're not eating bacon, you're not eating healthy. You've got to have bacon in your diet every day. Bacon makes everything better. You know, it doesn't matter what it is. You know, bacon makes it better. Remember, I was watching Hazel, wasn't it? It had the color TV, and Do you remember back when TV was black and white? I do. Um,
Three
I
channels,
3 channels,
two UHF,
two of them. Yeah, and they had some UHF channels.
and you had to get up and go turn it.
All right, there was no remote. You got up and you turned the channel to change it for whatever you wanted to watch. But it was black and white. And now my grandpa and my dad and them both were really into TVs. They've always was. Uh, so they got the color TV. We was the first kid. We weren't rich. We were in fact poor, but we was the first kid in this class to get a color TV. So Ron says having a whole hog at the church today. Wow, that sounds good. And then he says, "Yep," and just kept working all 3 shifts. Nobody could get to work, and just stayed. So he just stayed there and worked. I made some money while he was at it. So, hey, a whole hog. I'll tell you. Me and my friend Fred Wade, he lived above us. We used to hang out, and every year we'd have a fall party, and we'd roast a whole hog. Fred would buy it. We'd set up a fire, and we'd roast this hog. We'd start it the night before, roast it all night, and Fred used to wrap the hog in tin foil. I mean, he'd stuff it full of butter and stuff. And we did it the first year. Man, this hog was so good, just so tender, it just fell apart. And what he did is to cover the cost, he'd charge everybody, like, I forget, it wasn't very much, you know. And you come in, you could eat till it was gone. And if you wanted, everybody should bring a dish too to go along with it. And that way, the expense was nothing for them, and just time of doing it. And we'd pre-sell it. He would get people to pay, I don't remember what we was charging then, but collect all their money. So the first year it worked out good. We had a lot of people come and roasted his hog. So we decided to do it again the next year. It was kind of like a Halloween party. We did it every year. So me and Fred and Simon, we got ready. We set it up the night before this pig. It was windy that year. Did the same way we did it before, got the fire going, and generally you would just kind of stoke it up and go to bed, let it cook all night. And I didn't, earlier in the afternoon before the party, I went up early, and there's Fred, and I says, "How's the pig coming?" He goes, "Burn it up." I go, "What?" He was all ticked off. He goes, "Burn it up." He goes, "Yeah, the damn thing caught on fire." So what happened was all that butter started dripping down on that fire, and had it all wrapped in tin foil. The pig caught on fire, all the fat and stuff and the butter, and it just was like a fuse, and it disintegrated that whole pig. Well, here we are, had all these people coming that paid for a hog roast, and we had no hog. And so trying to figure out what we did, so we ran up to Bueller's, bought a whole bunch of ham, and told everybody what happened, and nobody got irritated, but it still gave them some ham on it. So that's our pig story. Yeah, Ron, I remember Dad never let us touch the TV. Man, you didn't want to touch the TV. Boy, just didn't do that. I think now my grandpa, how much he liked the TV, and you imagine how he would have thought with today's, I mean, you can see my TV behind me, that's a 65-inch LED flat screen. My grandpa would be amazed at that TV. I know he would love it because he liked his TV on it, and so did Dad. They had nicer TVs when Dad was still here, but Grandpa was gone way before these big TVs came in. I think Grandpa died in the 80s sometime, so it's funny how things have changed a lot over the years, and kind of fun sometimes talking back what it was like several years ago. 1960s, what is that, 50 years ago? More than that? 50?
Oh no, that's 70 years ago.
70?
50 to 2000 is 50, and now this is...
No, I mean 60.
You said 50, but 60.
Well, don't listen to what I say, listen to what I think.
1960 is 48 then.
48 years?
No, 58.
58 years?
58.
Yeah, 58 years ago.
60 to 2000 is 40, and 18 is 58 years
Anyways,
ago.
58 years ago. Man, where did that go? I remember that. I think Ron and Denny remembers that too. Hey, it's time to get out of here. Like I said, we're going to run over here to the RC field is 1 mile from my driveway to where you park in the RC field. That's how close We are. Normally don't go over there because those guys are no fun, but I'm going to check out their event today, see what they do. Hey, if you're watching this later on after the live stream, get up and join us live. So, but if you are watching it later and you have any questions or comments you want to put it, leave your questions, comments in the chat box. I'll get them, and we'll talk about them again tomorrow. Even if you're not live, we can still, talk about them later on. So if you enjoyed this morning's chat, give us a thumbs up, and hey, tell all your friends, spread the word. Tell them that, hey, get up in the morning and join our chat. Whether you join it live or later on, you can still join it. Leave questions, and we'll talk about them. Anything you leave, we'll talk about anything. But we get on certain subjects, but it's open to anything you'd like to chat about. So leave your comments, questions below, and if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button if you want to be notified when we got a new vlog. A vlog is what I put up usually. I haven't been doing it daily, but your regular film, it's not live. But I put one up today about airplane crash. Check it out. If you haven't watched it, check it out. But again, hit the subscribe button. Thanks to all my subscribers, and thanks for everybody come. Good to see Ron and Denny this morning. It's the more we have on here, it's fun because we start chatting and talking about different things, and it's a good time. So everybody have a good Sunday. We'll see everybody again tomorrow.